Alright, hello, and welcome. You know the deal. We are here to play some Terraforming Mars, a solo challenge. See if we can get some high scores, at least a trifecta. Tractor and Credit Core are both good. Cards over 20. Luna Metropolis giving us some money on Earth tags. That means that Tractor's probably better just because the Earth discount plus this. Is there anything to play ahead of time? No. So Earth tag, science, discounts. And then some decent cards here. That's pretty expensive, especially when I'm going to lose $6 more. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. We don't have an ocean to put the nuke beside. Almost certainly, I'm going to go for titanium with the mining rights. So let's go ahead and use our starting steel and just get the titanium going. The only thing I'm really considering here that's odd is waiting for... Well, I was going to say waiting for the government phase to put down an ocean so I can put my nuke beside the ocean and get rebates. But that's not even true, because I want to go to the government phase to get a heat bump, so that when I do my double heat bump, the nuke zone gives me the heat income. And that is just not worth holding off if I can get all of this played. So if I play you for 4, then I actually have enough to go straight to Luna Metropolis on turn 1. Even without picking up a titanium. So let me just go get a card. See what we get. Jetstream Microscrapers. Again, I normally hate this card, but I mean, you can push Venus, so can't be that bad. It's nice to have something. And then here we go. We're up to 11 income on the very first turn, plus a titanium kicker, and Tractor's ongoing discount. Like, what's not to love? I'm thinking about putting an ocean here, because you can almost get Noctis City and make some fun stuff happen. Thermophiles and Titanium are both good. So I'm going to be $1 short if I put this down. But still, 3 income is as good as 7 income. The only thing is, if I actually go for Jetstream Microscrapers, I can start pushing Venus now. So, like, I'm actually going to play that instead, because that leaves me with enough for the titanium mine. And that just works out really well. We can start pushing Venus. That will help with the thermophiles. I mean, again, what's not to love? We are here, baby. Venus, let's get some help with that. Stratopolis, absolutely lovely. The only problem we have is that we don't have 2 science tags. But we have research in hand, so upside. I don't even hate Beam from a Thorium, just because it's so early. The problem is I only have 2 titanium, so I'll be $5 short. But again, I'm still interested in it. So there's a Venus bump. And then, I don't know, part of me was thinking to grab the research, but if I'm gonna do Beam from a Thorium, I should just hold my cash for a big turn next turn. I mean, I'm making quite a bit of money, so I don't feel compelled to push forward. Know that I have a wild tag, so I do have the Venus, or rather the Jovian that I need for him. I don't have enough money to get Stratopolis this turn, so let's just pass with a whole bunch of cash. And do I need 1 more Venus bump? Yeah, I'll take 1 Venus bump. So now that's set up. And, I mean, these are pretty good cards. Pretty good cards. I have enough for you, but not enough for you. I think we can afford to take the Natural Preserve and the imported hydrogen. Natural Preserve is a nice little pickup, and the others are just chilling. Let's make sure I don't mess this up. Let's use our... yeah, we're going to use our titanium here, which means that next gen we can tap it, and the gen after I want Stratopolis played. Here we can beam from a Thorium, and that's going to get us a nice mix of productions. Natural Preserve for some steel or plants both make sense. I'm just going to take the steel. And then Thermophiles putting onto itself is just fine. So now we have 2 different cards that can help push Venus. And then one of them will be very much working hard for us. The other one, if we really need to, we could push with a bunch of microbes instead of plants. So, I mean, I think we're in a really good spot. That puts us to the audit, in fact. So we only have +3 TR, but 12 money production. That's 15 cash straight up, plus another $6 worth of titanium. Love that for us. And a couple of discounts on both Venus and Earth. Economically, strong. Terraforming, very weak on plants, and no oceans really to go. 1 in our hand. But 5 and 3 is very high. And we have 2 cards that are pushing for Venus. So I think that we're on very good pace for terraforming and doing it in a strong way. One thing that we're low on is getting the 63 TR. And another thing that we're low on is some really high point upscaling. Like, we don't have, other than just having a good game, we don't have anything obvious for point setup. Let's go ahead and take an oxygen. No, I'm going to take another ocean. This time I'll put it up here just to make that card spot nicer. Event of space. I could lean into some Jovians. I could lean into some Venus. I'm not sure that either make a ton of sense. The reason not to is so that I can play Research and Stratopolis this turn, but I don't have to play those this turn, so I can deviate. So there's the heat bump I've been waiting on. Here's the Venus bump for a card. Aerosport Tournament. I mean, okay. Okie dokie. This is 3 money income. That's not bad. 3 titanium income. So I think we can take that. And then I'm looking at corroder suits. I'm looking at imported GHG. I'm even looking at imported hydrogen. Let's just take the imported GHG. That gets us even higher. And then corroder suits just for another thermophile. So that we can bump it this turn. And then next turn, if we want, we can get some more microbes on it with our event. But we can also hold off for some animals. You know, I'm not against any of that. Let's start getting some help on the oxygen. Because, or actually, no, 1 more heat. Because then I can get the free heat income. Gyropolis is really sick for us. We have a lot of production from that. And would love to get a city on the board. Gene repair, I'm not that interested in. Rotator impacts, I'm also not that interested in. We have a lot going for Venus already. I don't feel that I need more. I do want this turn to be our Research and Stratopolis turn. Even though it would have been freaking awesome to do our Gyropolis. But hey, look, I ended up getting Sister Planet support from it, so it's pretty damn good. Again, I could import hydrogen right now. It doesn't feel that I really need to, but I guess I'll do it for the cards. And then, I mean, look, at this point, Venus is basically settled. Ecological zone is looking good already. It sucks that the neutrals have really killed this awesome pocket. And quite frankly, they killed this pocket as well. And then I kind of started to ruin this one, so... Anyway, lots to figure out here, unfortunately. But hey, I mean, Venus, at Gen 6 for Venus to be this high up, plus we have 1 Venus bump per round, is just insanely good. So that means the government can just basically pure focus oxygen. And we can take fun cards to get us popping off. Do I need more energy? I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all, actually. So there's some more Venus. The other one will have to power itself up, but who knows? Maybe I'll get money microbes and I can diversify. Gyropolis likes Earth tags and Venus tags. So let's play Olympus Conference, and I can still play this and see if I get any last tags. I didn't. This could help me with the TR, but it's really not that good compared to just getting 2 steel income. So I'm going to just take this event right now. I'm going to get my steel income. And then I'm going to get my Gyropolis. Man, I could even get grass. That's wild. I do need a greenery before I can play the ecological zone. I probably should do that with the protected valley. So let's pass. Again, getting the heat up would be, or our energy up would really be helpful right now for our heat. Another Venus bump with a bunch of income is actually really good. Another heat income here is pretty mediocre, but fine. This would really push our Venus, but I don't think that we need that. Like, I don't need to push thermophiles right now, right? With Gen 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the microbes are 1 right now, plus this card is another. I'm just 1 away, you know? This could be used on a different microbe card, but I don't have a different microbe card, so... so it can't be used on a different microbe card because it doesn't exist. So 2 more bumps there. A bump here. We'll get our protected valley. I'm very fond of the ecological zone. I was questioning whether I should do my space event first before doing this, but I'm just going to do this now. I'm going to play my ecological. I guess up here for $2, and that'll open up this pocket and this pocket. $18 gets me a bunch of energy. Grass gets me some plants, which we can put beside our city, and then, like... We are cruising. We are so rich right now. Holy are we rich. And then, yeah, we'll keep getting help on oxygen. Maybe I should go for oceans, but, you know. Noctis City, we did get it. Worms is probably playable here if I can just get 1 more card to go with it. Look at these Venus tags, man. So we have another bump of microbes. I guess I miscounted or something. I got more Venus bumps than I expected. So you can go here. And then greenery there. Greenery here. I'm just filling it out. Greenery. I might even go greenery up here for the card. That gets us this heat bump right now. I mean, adaptation is fine. This is going to be 1 plant income, but we'll take it. We'll just take it, you know? We'll take what we can get. I think I need heat bumps. No, let's get 1 more oxygen. And then, look, we're going to need to buy some oceans, and there you go. Martian rails would pay out for cities, but it's only $4 a couple times. House printing's probably worth doing. Another Venus bump there. Couple heat bumps here. We should do our science tag first because that gets us a card draw. Viral enhancers and adaptation gives us another card draw. And there you go, optimal arrow braking. Talk about timing. Now we get money back on space events. Is it going to be worth it? I don't know. Maybe. Yet to be determined, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's go for 1 card. I mean, I don't love tardigrades. If it's not even worth a point unless I can get some way to accelerate it. I think I have enough heat coming in. I think I just keep buying greeneries. And sure, this. Aerosport tournament would be nice, but I mean, $7 for 1 point with such a steep requirement of 3 floaters just doesn't actually seem that appealing. Get money back on standard tech, so let's just put an ocean down here or something. Ice cap, money microbes, Venusian. Okay, money microbes can go away. Venusian insects is in. Money microbes won't pay out if I'm not enhancing, and I'm not going to be enhancing. 2 heat bumps now. I think I want my energy to spill over, so power infrastructure is a waste. But there you go. Some Venus bumping. I mean, I could have spent a titanium. I probably should have spent a titanium on it, because then next turn I could have tapped it, and I could have gotten Stratopolis to put on itself. It would have ended up getting me a whole point. Ice cap melting. Venusian insects, which accelerates. Oh, I forgot about the fact that I got the accelerator. Oh, well. Should have done more. I have 2 more heat bumps in hand here. I can get those oceans. But at this point, like, I'm so far ahead. I think you just city. And then greenery. And then greenery here. I can't build a city in half the places I want to, but... I mean, look, okay, sure, we can do an aquifer. And that allows me to put the last greenery. At this point, I'm just trying to block Venus from getting my TR, but I can't get the last heat, so... There you go. So you have 2 heat bumps in hand. The government does 1. Imported nitrogen. I mean, we ended up getting Lake Marineris offered to us. Of course we did. But, you know, that's fine. We do have a ecological zone, so I don't feel the need for small animals, but I have viral enhancers, so small animals is still a point. $2 for 18 points is probably not, or $18 for 2 points is probably not worth it when I can standard project cities. I would like to put a microbe onto Venusian insects. I mean, imported hydrogen is looking pretty cool. So onto Venusian insects and then ecological zone. Small animals is enough to enhance itself and tap it. It's now worth, that's at 6, that's at 2. Venusian insects, I can't seem to get more microbes on it. I could with CEO's favorite project, but I could also get more floaters on Stratopolis, for instance. So. Standard project city here. Standard project city here. Standard project greenery in this for this plant. Standard project greenery here for some money. Standard project greenery in between the cities. Standard project greenery up here. My worst fears, I'm realizing, have been realized. Sure, Stratopolis, you're fine. And that's that I don't have an air scraping standard technology or standard project like you do if you're actually in the 63 TR mode. And I got 62. I did not get another TR card, apparently. Or at least I didn't notice that I had one offered. I mean, how many times do I go to the comments and see someone say, I love it when he said he didn't have this thing, and then in Generation 11 draft, he just completely ignored it. Either way, 115 points is not too shabby. It's always nice to see a nicely tiled, like, city placement thing. It could have been way better if, like, this city was down and this greenery was up. Then I would have had a way better, like, greenery here and access to this pocket. If this one wasn't there, then there'd be lots of 2 plant locations all through here. It was just, like, it isn't the worst neutral placements, but it sure wasn't great. Anyway, 115 points. I hope you enjoyed. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Ciao for now.